him done had a talk. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna rip the contract up after today if he don't show up. I called him yesterday. He came over to the house. You know what I'm saying? Looking for some momos. I told him I don't know where you can find him. I don't mess with that. But anyway, he come over to the crib looking for some momos, man. And I told him, you got one more time. One more time. All right, bro. I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna be cool. But you know, it's kind of hard to be flipping from this and then we don't do it no more for about a month or almost a year. You feel what I'm saying? I need to know what's going on. All right. Good evening. I would like to send out a warm welcome to all of the people that are watching, have been watching, was watching the show. I'd like to welcome you back out to another special edition of BNN News. That's right, Black News Now. News that's unexplainable, UFOs, UAPs, let's see, Bigfoot, you name it. I'm gonna try to do as much as I can as unexplainable news. All right, this week we got coming to you a possible another alien spotted, this time during the daytime somewhere in Bolivia. Yeah, keep that on the low. Then also we got another episode of some people coming down here in Antarctica finding out that there might be either some live dinosaurs down there or some frozen live dinosaurs down there. Either way it go, it looks like some type of dinosaur. And then we got some stuff coming to you from the sun who's they gonna show us that apparently there's all types of shapes, craft that are flying around out there in space that we don't see, but we gotta look a little closer and then we see them. And last but not least, we got coming to you my favorite Bigfoot. That's right, we got some paranormal stuff coming in this week that's kind of like makes you think if there's not just Bigfoot out there, there may be something else out there. All right, thank you all once again for tuning in to another special edition of BNN News.
Look, my paw dropped me off at the door. She said she had to go get some food. My EBT card, it's only got $10 on there. I hope that's enough to feed her till next week. You know how big she is. Yeah, ain't good what this is right here. All right, for me to read. I thought this was a cook card. Yeah, you know when you do it like that right there. You know what I'm talking about. All right, man, I'm gonna get started, man. All right. Good evening to you, everybody. We'd like to welcome you out to another special edition of BNN News. Unfortunately, everybody's been waiting on me. I was incarcerated. Apparently, I had to do 6 months time, flat. Right now, I'm flat. I don't got to go back. I hope my probation officer see I'm doing good. That's why I'm trying to be over there for a house. Hey, man, can I spend the night over here? I don't think my pa gonna let me go back home. Alright, I'll keep going. Yes, we got some news coming to you from down here in, I guess you call it Bolivia. Some type of river down there. Somebody done spotted a giant, or maybe an 8 foot tall. I don't know. But you can see that thing now. It look like one of them gray aliens, except it's green looking. Yeah. The thing is across the river, and apparently this man down here don't even see it. So either this thing was not being seen and just showed up on the photo or video after, or it was there the whole time and the man just didn't see it. But we all know a couple weeks ago down there in Peru that people was scared. They was running because they said they saw them flying all over the place, said it was like predator. Yeah, well, yeah, here we go. We got some down here in Bolivia now. That's right. And we even had a scientist who said it possibly is real and it possibly exists. And apparently this has been going on down there in Bolivia for a while. They even have a very famous spotting of one of these beings down there apparently. And they're well known. Well, to me, I think this is probably some type of man in a costume, and they just happened to catch him coming off the river. That's possibly what it is. Hey, Ross, look, man, I just want to apologize to you, man. I know I came over your house last night. Just totally erase the fact that I came over there. Don't even mention to nobody that I came by your house at 1:45 in the morning.
Yeah, you better not come back over to my crib at no 1:45 a.m. Don't you gonna get the 145 right upside your head with a little pum 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 at the same time, boy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to the news. Yes, and apparently somewhere down here in Bolivia now, not Peru, Bolivia, they're spotting either it looks like the same being or it's something similar to it. I mean, it's tall, slender, green looking. Hey, maybe it's a coincidence that these people are seeing this so-called being that's been down there, that's been reported, and we're just not hearing about it because we don't know nothing about it and had no idea that this was going on. Well, now these beings are being seen. Now, is it just because maybe that, I don't know, the lava and the sun doing all this to the underground that is shifting to where these beings are having to come on the top of the earth and we're seeing them? Who knows? Maybe not. But I find it strange that it's almost the same characteristics as the being in Peru. Only thing is he ain't flying. He just walked across the side of the river. That's right, walking over on the side of the river, and here's a man down here at the bottom on the other side of the river who has no idea that he's over there. Okay, but he's there. The man is there, okay? He goes back and notices this in the picture. Well, it's strange to me that, people always try to go, well, you gotta make a comparison, man. I mean, it's just a being in the picture. Who knows what that is? Somebody could have photoshopped. Okay, we clearly have somebody in the video, of the picture right here, down here. And you don't even see it, but it's in the video. He in there. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna close them up here and try to see how tall this man is, maybe, and how tall that being is. Let's see if we can do that. Can you do that, young man? Okay. Oh, you moving up in the world with your camera work. Oh, but you see the difference? How tall the being is and how small the man is, but they're across the river from each other. All right. We even got a scientist on here who apparently went against the grain and said it's possible that these things are real. There's been numerous cases down here. You know what I'm saying? They just ain't been reported all over the world. Ain't nobody gonna tell it nationally because most people don't believe in aliens, But now that the government done come out with their little disclosure channel, it's finna blow up around here.
Hey, man, that first night they locked me up, I swear for God, I call you. Hey, I call you right on time. I was trying to let you know I won't be able to make, cuz. Huh? What you say? You don't take collect call? Well, that's the only way I could have got in touch with you, cuz. I wound up being locked up for down there 60 days, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's jump down. We'll get right back down in a minute. Apparently, this scientist has been studying the sun, and apparently when he studied the sun, he been seeing a lot of shapes out there, from octagons, circles, squares, triangles, cubes, you name it, any shape that you can think of is probably out there. Throughout this video, we're going to show you that this observatory guy that apparently not worships the sun, but looks at the sun a lot, and apparently he sees a lot of these things. I want y'all to have a look at some of these things he just hadn't been too long photographed and video. Yeah. What do you think of that thing there? Okay. If he's looking at the sun, and they're telling us that it takes quite a few Earths to fit inside of there, and we can see these things. So apparently there are maybe, I don't want to say it like this, but it seems like there may be some Earth-sized UFOs, if that's the case. Yeah. I'm kind of speechless because obviously this man here, who's maybe a physicist too, but he's well known, seems to know that something's going on out there, and he seems to think that they're possibly taking some of this material from the sun and making this very, very extreme metal, which is possible while they can fly in and out of the sun, because they say the sun's hot. I don't know. And some people say we ain't got a real sun. I don't know about that either. But obviously this man is recording some type of video of some type of shapes, forms flying in and out of the sun. I'm curious to know who they are. Maybe they want to try to save us. They say the sun's doing some strange things right now. Over to you, Roger. Over to you. They so used to you getting mad. We can all be friends after all this over with, man. How are you trying to come down there and get me out? You ain't come down there and put no money on my book. All down there home, look at my reels. You see my reels, man? Ain't nothing in there. I'm constipated. I couldn't poop.
Where I'm from, we don't get snitches out of jail. We don't do that around here where I'm from. You ain't heard snitches get stitches. Where I'm from. You ain't finna be snitching on me. Then I get you out and I go to jail for some bull. You done told, nah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right back down to business. We have a guy over at UFO NBI that apparently has been watching the sun here because he observes a lot going on out there. And apparently, man, hey, the man has been photographing numerous huge Earth-size vehicles, vessels, whatever the ancient people were seeing, going into the sun, coming out of the sun, sucking energy off of the sun. Well, apparently he has come to the conclusion that they're evidently using this energy and this molten hot, whatever this stuff is, that's actually on the sun and using it to make craft out of. You know, I can see that because, I mean, whatever that stuff is on the sun is hot and you can be able to let it cool off enough to be a piece of metal and you would probably never, that explains maybe how UFOs are made. I don't know, but that's kind of like a coincidence if you think about it, you know, that kind of makes sense. But this is what he seems to think. And not only that, you know, there's numerous shapes of them. Like, I don't know, you see in the pictures, squares, circles, a spider web looking thing over here sitting off to the side of the sun that the man have recorded. And that's huge. So that's probably, who knows, a couple of Earths right there, possibly, if it's the size of Jupiter or something, who knows? And of course, he ain't the only one seeing this. There's people that do lives and they're filming the moon and stuff fly across and there's always somebody, oh, it's a bird. That's a bird, man. It was so far off. Bull crap, man. All right. I believe it's the sign of the times, okay? Believe me or not, you know, all the ancient people that were drawing these things, evidently this same type of occurrence was coming on. And apparently they started trying to draw us pictures of what was coming to them, you know, because it seems like that's reoccurring. Like, I ain't woke up here yet to realize that I've been here before, but it does seem like some of this stuff is starting to jar my...
Yeah, cuz, I ain't gonna lie, you were mad in there, man. Hey, to him. Then one morning they gave us cold eggs. Basically what that mean, that was powder, you know what I'm saying? And then one white boy, hey, he stripped it up the nose, snipped the powder eggs right up in the, all right, cuz. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got some more footage coming to you from this man, Florida Marquise, where apparently he been studying Antarctica and he can also give you coordinates on these places. But apparently he seemed to say that some of these ancient creatures somehow were frozen in time, and he has proof. Well, the proof is that these creatures evidently, this catastrophe that happened on the planet a long time ago, has probably been reoccurring. And it's probably about the 10th or 12th, 11th, 12th, 5th, 9th time that it's gonna happen. Anyway, they trying to tell us we need to wake up. I don't know why we can't. Apparently, yeah, that's what's going on right there. He's been seeing these things down there, and they're very large. And apparently, he's got pictures and photos to show you proof that there's a lot going on down there. Not only that, like I said, he gives you coordinates, and these coordinates basically tell you everything that's going on down there. So there's no need in you saying that this is all a lie. I'll just kind of let the footage roll to a couple of the figures that he sees down here and below the equator. Yes. As you can see, some of these are very interesting. Look at this thing right here. Look at that. What do you think of that? Huh? You think that's just a fake video that NASA's or whoever's taking pictures of it? Why would they want to take pictures of this area anyway? Apparently there's something down there they want to know about. Well, there you have it. Apparently there's something going on in Antarctica, and everything down there may not be frozen. Some of these giants might be alive, which explains some of these huge explosions going on around the world, and some people hearing these weird-ass loud noises that sound like giant dinosaurs walking off into yonder. I know what you're talking about. Over here, Roger.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, down here where it's frozen, supposedly, 32 below zero or 400 degrees frozen, somebody's starting to see that there are creatures that are frozen solid as if they were alive at one time. Well, yeah. In Antarctica now, my man, Florida Marquise. Now, don't get me wrong. You can follow dude. Some people don't know him because of some of the stuff he say, but he does a very good job of looking down there at Google at Antarctica and finding these creatures that are frozen in ice. Not only that, you go to his page, he can tell you the Google destination and the numbers, and you just plug it in and you go there yourself and go to hunt for these things. The man says that these creatures are frozen. The thing with these huge tentacles and these lobster claws is like there's one frozen in the ice. Wonder what if he get thawed out, is he gonna come alive? I mean, hey, you freezing people now, you doing the cryo thing. Some people doing it and they planning on coming alive next couple of years once they be able to bring you back to life. I don't know if I want to be frozen because it's like, I don't like being cold. You know what I'm saying? I'm allowed to be frozen the whole time thinking I'm in this frozen place. You know what I mean? In my deadness, and I can't come back. I don't want to come back here. Anyway, you can see throughout the video that not only does he see these creatures with the huge lobster things down there, apparently there's these buildings maybe that have square shapes and forms around them, beyond the ice, that is. Apparently, yeah. You know what? I want to say that's what they probably doing to us. It's probably one part of that may be cold, where like people show you there's these outer rings and it gets warmer back there. There's water, like Admiral Byrd said, there's huge amounts of cold and all this stuff. Well, yeah. But right there where this stuff got frozen at, there's these giants and these people that live there, but what they doing is making it look like it's still colder, and it's not. And it's actually, we're seeing the indentations of these buildings. Yeah. And then he's got this one building where it looks like something off in there. Like there's a statue of a huge, yeah, something is in there. But okay. There's a lot going on. I'm trying to bring you all of it at once, unexplainable stuff, but you see what's going on all around the world. The same song.
Hey, cuz, like I said, man, my paw said she ain't coming by to pick me up. She said she don't spend all money. She won't spend on me tonight. She don't want to see me. Like I said, I'm gonna sleep in here on your floor. It's all right. Yeah, you can't let me sleep in here. Man, I've been locked up for 60 days. It ain't like I'm finna do nothing. I ain't finna rob you, man. I ain't got no money. All right, man. Think about it though, man. Hey, sleep outside on the mat. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we about to end the show with this footage of some supposed creature from these people call crypto reality. I don't ever believe in Bigfoot. Only reason I don't, I guess, because we ain't ever seen him. Ain't nobody ever caught him. Ain't nobody ever captured him. We ain't never had no DNA prove that this creature exists. But people always got these weird pictures of some hairy person. Apparently down here in the swamps of Florida, this man has been capturing not only Bigfoot, but apparently some huge creatures that are camouflaging themselves just like predators. Apparently against the jungle forest down there. You can clearly see in this video. I don't know if he's trying to make that out to be a huge head or not. But you can see in the picture that it looks like some type of head or some creature is there across the bayou, and it's huge from the point of view from where he's at. His head's bigger than mine, including with my Jerry curl. But anyway, we go out throughout the picture, and apparently he catches a lot more of these creatures. You can see his face here kind of hidden in the brush. But in this one, it does look like a face. Although it could be the palm trees, you know what I'm saying, a couple other trees behind it, and it's tricking your mind. So sometimes when never mind, but sometimes when I do the wrong thing, it trick my mind, and I be doing the wrong thing to people. But anyway, we're not doing that anymore. Anyway, yeah, throughout the video, you can see here at the end right here that apparently this creature's like lit up. And this is weird, I will say, how he's showing that this creature's eye is literally moving back and forth. But yet it's not all the way camouflaged. It's like it's blocking all the light, and it looks like it's a white light itself. That is very strange in itself to see something like that. I've seen a lot of ghosts in my time. Summertime, they be the real bright people. They be telling me I'm gonna go to hell for everything I'm doing. And then there's some of the dark ones that be like, you be all right. So I don't know which one to really think about choosing, but sometimes I get confused. Anyway. Thank you once again for tuning in to BNN News. Over to you, Roger.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. To end the show, we're gonna start off with end it with Bigfoot. Not Bigfoot really, but some supposed creatures in the Florida swamps and the swamplands down there that they're finding that are huger than Bigfoot that we've been seeing. Apparently these people over at Crypto Reality have been spotting some very huge, big-headed creatures that are either camouflaging themselves, using the place around him as a camouflage. I don't know, but I see what he's talking about. People seem to think that this is trick of a camera, but I don't. This man is going out there. He's out there in the swamp. Why don't you take your ass with him? Most of these people invite you because they want you to see that they're not lying. But hey, he's been recording these huge these creatures, that's amazing to me. You know what I mean? To know that these creatures probably are around us every day. You know what I mean? Even just in our normal environment, the fact that you trip over something, the fact that you thought you ran into something and you didn't because you didn't see it, but it's actually this invisible creature using this predatorial camouflage to keep us from seeing what it really is, just like the Draco. Anyway, he's got a picture of something that may be lizard looking also in the picture. How this creature seems like it's camouflaging and blocking all the light, but he just turns so right toward the camera, I guess, that he glimmers. And you can not only see that this is something real, but the eyeball of this creature is moving back and forth, okay? Back and forth. So this ain't just a trick of a camera and no mind tricks or none of that. The man is seeing something, okay? Then here's this huge head of another creature just kind of sitting off in the brush. But it's like he says, they're sitting so still, you won't know it. You know, you got to think about the fact something's sitting real still. You looking for it at the same time. It's doing this with his hand. Throwing stuff at you. And you look over here, you're like, what the hell? What's over there? He's really right here in front of you. Just saying, man. I've been doing some studying. I do a lot of watching the videos, and I know through a couple other people that I watch that are true Bigfoot hunters that these creatures do stuff like that. They camouflage themselves. They sit still. Some of them do want them to see them, you know what I mean? But they're afraid to communicate with us because they sit in areas like this and watch our dumbasses run around the planet doing stupid all the time. All the time. Anyway, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of another special edition of BNN News.